Peace, world. I'm back with another live episode of Final Say. I'm your host, the enlightened one, highly gifted Dr. Wright. So the caption says, I'm celebrating 2 beautiful years of Final Say TV, which I'm thankful tonight to bring this live. I'll be doing a part two tomorrow. So I just want to thank everybody for their subscriptions, for their comments, for their likes, for their shares, just everything under the sun. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna allow some more people to get in, and I'm definitely gonna get into what this live stream definitely gonna be about. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for everything. All their shares, all their likes, all the comments. Just everything all together. I really appreciate it. Everybody showing me love, everybody doing what they do, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm thankful for the 2 years in running. And, I want to make these next 2 to 3 years even more beautiful, depending on how healthy I can stay. Not saying anything wrong with my health, but depending on how healthy I can stay, depending how things go on YouTube and et cetera, et cetera. But I want to make these next 2 to 3 years even more exciting, even more educational, even more humorous. You know, I want to keep it, grounded. Um, like I said, I just want to thank everybody for all their subscriptions, all their love, just helping me help my platform grow. Because, like I said, prior to me coming to the internet with this podcasting thing, I was making music. So, I just didn't want to keep going the direction I was going with my music. So I wanted to open up my own podcast, my own channel, so to speak. So, I was just thankful for that, you know what I mean? And I just want to thank, everybody out there who have enjoyed whatever episodes, whatever skits, even these lives now, my album, the songs that is up there, and the rest of the songs that I will be posting, up there. So, like I said, I just want to thank everybody for the 2 years. You know, um, I didn't expect for me to be where I am today. I'm not monetized, so it's not about the me being monetized. It's just the feedback. Like I said, the comments that you guys post keep me motivated and keep me going. Just the fact that people tell me, thanks for what I said. God bless me, or they appreciate, my comments, or they appreciate my video, or they appreciate the uplifting or the encouraging words I have said to people. I'm thankful for that. And moving forward, I want to do more of that. I want to uplift people more. I want to help people more. I want to guide people more. I want to prepare people more. I just want to do more of what I've been doing. And I'm thankful for everybody out there who subscribe. I'm thankful for everybody out there who enjoy my content. I'm thankful for everybody who believe that I can get to this point and still going and still growing. And like I said, I just want moving forward, the next year, 18 months, 2 years, to be even greater. I want to have some more times like I had, throughout the first 2 years. It was very fun. You know, I took a lot of hard work and dedication, but it was still fun. Me putting everything together, the pre-recorded videos, now the live streams. So I'm thankful for that. At the end of the day, and I'm thankful for everybody out there who, like I said, subscribe, who left comments or who leave comments. Those who have shared videos, those who have liked videos. It's unmatched the support that I've have gotten and still get, from various different people, various different walks of life, various different people from other cities, states, countries, on different time zones, Eastern Standard Time to the Western Standard Time to Pacific Standard Time, Mountain Time. Like I said, people in other countries, From everybody at Final Say, we highly appreciate everybody's help, everybody's support, everybody's kind words. Oh, how you doing, Miss Queen? Greetings. Bless you on this Saturday night. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for hitting the like button. Prior to you coming in, I just was saying that I want to thank, people like yourself for the love and the support for me getting to where I am over the past 2 years. I understand that my channel or my platform is not fully monetized. However, I'm thankful for your subscription, your comments. I'm thankful for people who have shared my videos, like my videos. I'm thankful for the videos that I've made that have motivated people to do the right thing or get on the right path or keep them motivated to stay on the right path or anything I have said and done encouraging, on my platform or my channel. And now that I'm going live, I appreciate people like yourself checking in, chiming in, tuning in. So over the past 2 years, I didn't believe I would be where I am. To some people, they may have gotten further in 2 years or 3 years or a year or whatever. For me, I'm thankful because I know it's not easy for somebody to subscribe to someone's platform. So, I'm thankful for the love and the support. And again, yes, I'm going to appreciate when my platform get monetized, but it's not solely and sheerly about that. It's about people like yourself and other people giving me feedback and the comments and the encouragement from people out there. Like I said, from saying they like my videos or they share my videos or they appreciate the positive energy I bring or the good vibes I bring or just me speaking uplifting or me giving people information that was needed, or me giving people education that was needed. And now, like I said, me going live, I'm thankful that I'm motivated to go live, and I'm thankful that I could reach out to various different people in all walks of life. Different cities, different states, different time zones, different countries. I appreciate it. And also, outside of me celebrating the 2 years, I also want to celebrate the fact that I'm appreciating the love that I've gotten for the songs that I've posted so far, for my album. And if you haven't checked anything, Miss Queen, I would appreciate it if you go back. I got 2 songs that I posted so far. Everybody's love and support has been great, over the last, I'm gonna say, week. With those 2 songs, I'm gonna post 2 a week because I want to give everybody time to really listen. I'm understanding that everybody's on YouTube and they have other people platforms they tune into. Some people running their own channels like yourself. So I just want to give people time to really consume my album and consume what I'm doing. And like I said, I know it's not easy to just go listen to something, and be able to adapt to it or just say you like it. And even though people may support what I do, I'm thankful and support my channel and my platform. I'm not expecting them or looking forward to them just liking my music or liking a song or liking songs off my album or a song off my album. I'm praying and I'm believing that they're gonna really listen to understand what they listen to and also listen to really see if it's worthy of being on a playlist or worthy of them listening to it or worthy of them liking it or just worthy of any sort of love or any sort of support. Again, I'm not anticipating that or expecting that because people may like what I do. I'm not the type of person. I'm really want to give people an opportunity to really listen to what I'm doing and make sure that it's aligned with things that they do in their life and aligned with the message that I've been bringing and the message that I've been sending. That's very important. At the end of the day, what I mean, and that's significant for me to all my supporters or subscribers or followers or listeners. That's very for me that's very important for me to send the right message, for me to send the right vibes at the end of the day. And, I know the impact that music can have in various different people's lives. So I just want to make sure that I'm sending the right energy and I'm sending the right vibes. And I keep my spirit high, with my music, and I keep my vibration high with my music. That's very important to me. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure that I do the right thing with that, and the love, is definitely there when it comes to, my subscribers, my supporters, people that definitely want to see me do what I do. I want to make sure that's right, And like I said, I keep the vibes high, I keep my frequencies high, and like I said, most importantly, people not just supporting it or liking it or leaving comments just because they may like my channel and or my platform. I'm thankful for that, but music is a different thing, and it's a new thing that I'm bringing to my platform. Like I said, prior to me creating Final Say TV, I made music, so making music is not a issue for me. From my perspective, however, it's not easy to make positive music. It's not easy to make uplifting music. It's not easy to make productive music. It's not easy to speak the word of God or spirituality in music and still get people to vibe to it, or still get people to understand it, or still get people to enjoy it. So for me, that's very important for me to make some music and to get people to actually enjoy it and to get people to actually understand it or to vibe to it, or they feel like spiritually they can connect to it and connect with it. Like for me, that's important. And that's something that I wanted to be able to do. And that's a message that I wanted to send, through my music. I wanted to just make sure that everybody understand that, everybody appreciate it, everybody embrace it, and everybody look forward to it, and everybody say, okay, you know what, his music is similar to his platform, or his music is similar to what he's doing, or I could vibe to his music, or I feel a certain spirituality when I listen to his music. You know what I mean? It ain't just about me speaking the way I speak, on my platform, and now my music is the total opposite of that. Not saying that people won't be able to vibe to it, or people won't like it, or people won't appreciate it. But I kind of want to keep them connected. I will kind of want them to align. So if my platform is speaking positive, or I bring some sort of education, information, and spirituality, through my platform, I want my music to be able to coexist with that and align with that. So that's the point of me, doing this album that I'm doing, and like I said, I'll have other albums after that, and then I'll have albums people, if they want to email me and purchase an album and show me love that way, because I'm not going to really do too much of the Spotify's and the Apple Musics and things like that. I'm gonna just put what I can on YouTube, just to give people a quick feel and a quick vibe, and a quick overall perspective of what I'm doing, and where I'm going with my music at the end of the day. And I'm just putting it out there for people to really vibe to it for free at the end of the day. Because if I was worried about my channel being monetized or the music or what, I wouldn't have put it out. I would have waited. But from my perspective, the love and the support, and all the everybody coexisting with me with what I do. The least I could do now, I could give some people maybe some music that they could vibe to every day, or some music that they could be connected to spiritually, or just a different feel for music with a lot of the things that's been going on lately with music. When I do listen to people's perspective on music, maybe they not really too in tune with it because they feel like they don't understand it, or maybe they're not too in tune with it because they feel like they don't understand it, or they can't connect with it, or just whatever their reasons are. I'm just trying to give people a different feel and a different vibe, when it comes to what I'm doing, with my music. So that for me, that's important for me, and like I said, I understand that music, resonate with people, touch people in various different ways, touch people spiritually, psychologically, so for me, I just want to keep my spirits high. I want to keep my vibes high, and I just want people to understand that, music don't have to be a certain way for you to, vibe to it, or for you to like it, or for you to dance to it, or for it to touch you spirit, touch your spirit a certain way, or just to get you to have a better understanding of music. It don't always got to be degrading, or it don't always got to be talking about hurting people or harming people, or bringing down a set of people or certain communities, or certain ethnical groups, etc., etc. So I just wanted my music, to touch people spiritually and psychologically, to give you something to think about, outside of vibing or outside of dancing. You know what I mean? So that's one of the points and one of the reasons why I made music, and I wanted to really share it on this platform and on a larger scale than what it was when I was doing it. Yes, I did have subscribers when I was making music. However, like I said, I just wasn't in the right place with my music. So I just wanted to get on a better note with God, and with the Most High, so to speak. And I wanted to reconnect with the people with my music. I just didn't want my music to only connect with X amount of people. I wanted to connect on a global and international spectrum. So I decided to, come again with it. I decided to, rethink my process and do the steps over with my music. I mean, some of the tracks that I will be putting, on the internet, I had some of them recorded when I was kind of making a conversion or wanting to make different music and a different vibe of music or better music. And when I say better music, it's not that the music I made was bad, but it wasn't uplifting. I'm gonna go there. Like I just wanted my music, like I said, to connect with people spiritually, psychologically, on a different mental aspect than just, degrading women or talking about, hustling or talking about my struggle or talking about my grind and my process of, maybe trying to get a record deal or getting a record deal. And now, my music sounds like, every other artist that's out there or similar to artists that's out there. So for me to separate myself, I wanted to go back and re-record some of the songs. Maybe if I had a hook that was kind of uplifting, maybe the vocals, the overall rhymes wasn't. So I wanted to change up the rhymes, or if the rhymes was the hook wasn't, or if the rhymes and the hook was maybe the music wasn't. So it's just certain little things that I wanted to go back on and and uplift and switch up and just better for a lot of the people that may be tuning in, or a lot of the people that may be listening, or starting to listen, and or starting to support, and or that have subscribed to my Final Say platform. And overall, with the 2 years, like I said, thanks to everybody, and thanks to anybody. When I say anybody that have watched the video, you don't have to be a subscriber. Anybody that may have liked the video but they haven't subscribed, or anybody that just tuned into my platform and they was thankful. Oh, thoughts with Sherry, bless you. Thank you for tuning in to my live stream. Thank you for finally catching my live stream. I appreciate you. You have been supporting me as of lately. I don't know when you subscribe or if you are subscribed, but if you are, I appreciate it. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. When I can, I support your platform. I appreciate your work and what you do. I can't fully say what your platform is solely about, but I have tuned in and I have left comments, and I'm not leaving comments, honestly, for you to leave comments back. I really appreciate what you do, and I also want to emphasize that to people that may watch this live stream back, or people that may chime in and tune in over the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, however long we do this live stream. That's another thing. When I tune into somebody's platform, I'm really tuning in for one to support them, for two, to keep them encouraged to keep doing what they do, because I understand that it's not easy to be a YouTuber. It's not easy to sit in front of a computer or sit in front of a TV screen or a tablet or a phone or any sort of device and create content. That's not easy. No matter what your content is about, no matter what what you're doing to have a channel, or to see your channel grow, or to see your platform flourish. It's not simple or easy to do that. And for me, the more that I do these lives, I'm understanding that. So I definitely want to, give a shout out to you and Miss Queen, the two people that's in the building right now, for what you guys do on your platform, because I understand and I'm fully aware that it's not easy, and again, I'm thankful that Thoughts with Sherry, that you finally caught my live. And again, thanks for all your support. Whether you always leave a comment, or you just give me a like, or you give me a mention, or you give me a share. Thanks for taking time out from what you're doing in your personal life or your social life, or even what you're doing because you have your own channel. I highly appreciate that. And everybody from Final Say, we want to thank you for that. Because again, I understand what it's like to have a platform and to have a channel or a page, etc., etc. So I want to thank you for that. And also, you're just tuning in. I just want to, thank you if you have subscribed over the last 6 months or the last 3 months or whatever, because this process and this grind for me, I'm still a work in progress in regards to me, been running for 2 years now, and I want the next 2 years to be even more successful, to be even more, prosperous, to be, for my platform, my channel to flourish even more. And again, outside of the education, I'm gonna bring and the information I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna bring more humor to the platform. I want to bring more energy, better energy, more conviction with what I'm doing with the information and the education. And also, I want to embrace various different people, from all walks of life. I understand that life won't be perfect and society won't be perfect. However, I want everybody to feel comfortable when they tune into my platform. I want everybody to feel comfortable with commenting. I want everybody to feel comfortable with, when I go live saying, I want to listen to what this brother got to say because I know he's going to give me some education or some information or provide some humor or, remind me of something that, I should be taking a little bit more serious or give me information about something I should be taking more serious or educate me on something I should be taking more serious, whether that's finances, whether that's family issues, whether that's, or if you are still in school or you're trying to further your education or you're trying to better your diet or you're trying to better communication with family members or with a loved one or with a spouse or with a boss or with a CEO or with a manager, etc., etc. Or just whatever you're into in life. That could be with transportation. I mean, a lot of us are going through various different things, and on my platform, I want to be that diverse where I can speak about anything at any given moment, and I want those conversation or that dialogue to be able to be transferred into helping my platform grow, into helping my channel flourish, and I truly believe that. And another thing, moving forward, that I need a lot of my subscribers to understand that I'm willing to be patient and to have tolerance because, like I always said, I'm gonna continue to say, I'm well aware that people have their own life, and everybody is not gonna, be, catching my lives or sit through a playback for an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours or 40 minutes because some people don't have tolerance for that. So that's why I want to make my lives very important and intriguing and interesting. So if you are sitting there, I could always spark the brain to make you say, what, I'm gonna give this guy 20 more minutes and see. And that 20 more minutes could turn into now an hour and I got an hour of your time, but you don't see it as if or feel as if or believe as if it was wasted by like, oh, I listened for that. I listened all that time for that. Man, I didn't really get no education or no information or I wasn't entertained, so to speak. And I get it that more people are into entertainment than education. I get that. So I'm learning now how to combine entertainment with education. Overall, my overall goal is to bring higher learning and higher education, also better information. But I'm learning now to include entertainment in that. So again, this is on the job training for me with doing these lives, but I'm learning, it's certain things to do, and again, I appreciate you for catching this and tuning in and chiming in, and like I said, moving forward, it's just things are gonna grow and enhance. And like I said, I'm learning every day how to make things better, how to do things better. This I would say maybe is like my sixth or seventh live stream overall since I've had this platform. And like I said before I came here, I was making music, but I didn't really like the direction I was going in with my music. And it wasn't that I didn't like the direction as far as everything I was saying and doing was negative. It's just I understood the impact that I was starting to have with my music, and I understand that the impact that music can have in people's lives. And I didn't want to have that impact on somebody's daughter or somebody's son or my own daughter or my own son or somebody's sister or somebody's brother or etc., somebody's niece, somebody's nephew, somebody's godchild, etc., somebody's grandchild. And now, they start to, abide by certain rules and regulations that I'm saying in my music or certain stipulations I'm saying in my music. And that could be in regards to fashion or jewelry or car or women or or a lifestyle. Like if I say I only wear a certain type of clothes, now I have people like, well, he says he only wear this. If I don't wear this, maybe if I met him in real life, he wouldn't accept me. Or if I don't have this kind of jewelry on, maybe he would think this about me. Or if I don't have X amount of women, or etc. etc. I just don't want to push that type of motive out there. I just don't want to push that type of energy out there. And the same thing, what I'm doing on Final Say TV. I don't know who's watching me, whether that's my pre-recorded videos, or whether these live streams now. I don't know who's watching me, who may be out there saying, you know what, I like this guy's platform. I want to bring him in to interview him, or I want to have him a part of my panel. And that's another reason, I don't curse. I don't use derogatory language. I don't talk about people. I talk to people because, again, I don't know who's watching me. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect or my platform is perfect. However, I can work on perfecting things. And I never know the impact or the influence I could have over somebody else that could say, you know what, well, I'll be watching this guy platform, Final Say TV, and I don't really see him getting out of character. I don't really see him, speaking negatively and, what you said? Just remember what you. I'm never gonna forget who I am and what I do. I'm just saying like why and how come. What motivate me and why I do and how come I do what I do. And like I said, I had a harsh upbringing. I came from the rough environments, et cetera, et cetera. But however, that doesn't define the man that I am and the man that I become and the man that I'm still becoming every day. Because as long as the Most High and or God or Allah or the Elohim or Yahweh or Yahshua, because and I say all those names because I understand that people from various different spiritual and or religious backgrounds, everybody doesn't say God, everybody don't say the Most High or Allah or the Elohim or Yahweh or Yahshua, etc., etc. I get it. So that's why I say all those names at the end of the day because again, I'm not a religious person. I'm spiritual. However, but I embrace people from all sorts of backgrounds, in regards to religion or in regards to culture or in regards to whatever ethnical backgrounds people come from. Like, I look at everybody as a human being and I let people character defines, how I deal with them. And I'm into who people are, not what they are. So what I mean by who people are, not what they are. You can be an NBA player. I'm not looking at you as an NBA player. I'm looking at who you are, meaning how much dignity you willing to show, how much honor you have, and things that you really believe in, how much integrity you willing to display. That's what means something to me, because you can be whatever you are, but that doesn't determine your character. That doesn't determine your dignity and your honor. I mean, that's just how I see it. And that's another thing. People don't have to agree with everything that I say. However, on my pre-recorded videos, I always tell everybody to do their own homework and do their own research. And another thing, me getting to this 2 year point and or process, I wasn't always saying Dr. Right. And Dr. Right means I display righteousness, also direct results. Now, with those direct results, as long as you do your own homework and research with what I'm saying, I truly, truly believe that you can get direct results from the things that I'm saying from an information and educational standpoint. I truly believe that as long as you do your own homework and research. So at the end of the day, if I say take black seed oil, that will help you with cholesterol or with sugar or with high blood pressure. Like if you really, really take the black seed oil, but do your own homework and research with taking the black seed oil, I believe that it help. Or if I say add chlorophyll to your water, or I say drink more water, or I say do 20 push-ups a day. That'll help. That's 100. That's 100. If you do it 5 times out of a week, that's 100 push-ups. And I believe now after 3 months, you'll see a change if you do the 20 push-ups every day for 5 days for 3 months. As long as you're doing your own homework and or research with that, I truly believe you'll get direct results. So that's why I call myself Dr. Right. And also, I call myself the enlightened one because, from my perspective, I was in a real, real dark place at one point in time in my life. And I believe that the Most High now has shed light on what was dark in my life. So that's why I call myself the enlightened one. And I call myself highly gifted because I truly believe that God has given everybody their own personal special gift. And it's all on you how you use that personal gift. Home style. I like it, Jim, and the man you possess yourself. I support you. Well, First of all, thank you, Homestyle. I don't know who you are, but thank you for tuning in. If you are new here, my name is the Enlightened One, highly gifted Dr. Wright. I don't know how long you've been tuning in, but I just expressed why I call myself Dr. Wright and highly gifted and the Enlightened One. I appreciate you here at Final Say. We appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, I appreciate it. If you don't mind subscribing, hitting the like button. Again, it's my first time seeing you definitely on my live stream in the comments. So if you are new here, I would appreciate if you subscribe. You say you like my channel. Thank you. You say you like the manner in which I present myself. Okay, well, you're new here. Okay, so if you don't mind subscribing, hitting the like button. And, when you do get some time, Homestyle, you can go back on some of my previous recorded, uploaded videos and check out some of my content. I break down what my platform is about today. I'm celebrating 2 years of having this particular platform, not being on YouTube, but having this particular platform. I'm also promoting my album. It's called Greatness on Display. I just previously uploaded 2 songs from that album. I'll be uploading 2 songs a week for, I would say, maybe the next 6 to 8 weeks. Why only 2 songs a week? I'm trying to give everybody enough time to really fully listen to the songs, embrace the songs, and get a feel for the songs. Thank you for that, Sherry. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm just trying to give everybody the opportunity to really listen to the songs because no matter what type of music you listen to, no matter what the artist that you listen to, and I'm not going to name artists because I don't want to make it seem like I'm comparing myself or using artists to get people to watch my videos or like my videos, etc., etc. But any artist out there or anything in life, even with a movie. You can't watch a movie, even if you like that movie for the first time. You have to watch it a few times to get an overall understanding to find out what you literally and logically like with that movie. Same thing with music. So that's why I'm only putting up 2 songs per week so I can give people an opportunity to listen to the songs enough to get a real feel for it, and to really understand that they really like it because they may just like me and on my platform. And I don't want to influence somebody because they like me and on my platform. That don't mean they got to like a video that I drop or a live or my music. So that's why I'm only putting 2 songs per week. And I'm also gonna go live, so I could further promote, the album and let people know some of the songs that I will be dropping, whether that's when I go live tomorrow or next weekend. And I'm only going to try to go live right now on Saturdays and Sundays because I'm still new to this whole live streaming process. So I want people, and a lot of new people are starting to catch on and catch my live. So I just want to give people an overall feel for my live stream. And like I said, I want to thank, the people that's in the chat right now and whoever's tuning into this. I want to thank you for giving me time to invite me into your living room or your bedroom or your tablet or your laptop or your TV or your phone or whatever device that you watching this live stream on. I want to thank you for that, because like I said, some people have their own platforms, some people have personal life, social life, some people could be at work. And I wouldn't want somebody to maybe, get suspended or get written up from trying to support me, but in the same time they still got to work. So I wouldn't want that to happen to anyone. I'm thankful for the support, however you guys want to give it to me, but I also understand that there's limitations and boundaries how you can support me because you may be actually doing something at the time of trying to support me. So I totally get it. And I understand sometimes that live streams or videos or pre-recorded videos and things like that. Sometimes people make videos for extended amount of time, and I understand that a lot of people don't have tolerance and patience to sit through an hour live stream or 2 hour live stream or 3 hour live stream or 45-hour live stream or 20-minute video or 30-minute. I get it. However, the more that people tune in and chime in, it'll keep me encouraged to go live longer, and do more lives. So I want to kind of work on doing a combination of both, going live a little longer and doing more lives. But right now, I'm more comfortable with just Saturday and Sundays because right now it fits into my schedule. Not saying that I'm too busy during the week, but I understand how things are. During the week, a lot of people work and school and people have families and things like that. Not saying that people don't work on the weekends. People go to church on Sunday, some people just rest on Sunday, and some people out and about on Saturday because during the week they're doing so much in regards to their jobs or their careers, or some people are entrepreneurs. So I get it. So right now, Saturdays and Sundays are a little bit more better for me. And like I said, I want to do this just for now to see, the people correspondence, and see how, people like my live streams. And like I said, you guys being in the chat, supporting me to let me know, that, everything is going well. And again, that'll keep me motivated to do more lives. That'll keep me motivated to go live. So I appreciate you guys' support, and I appreciate everybody corresponding. And like I said, Homestyle, thanks. If you can subscribe, and like I said, when you get some time, you go back on some of my previous recorded videos. I believe that you'll like some of my pre-recorded videos. They're very informative. It's education in there. Some people may even get humor out of it. And it's another thing, when I do these live streams and when I do my pre-recorded videos, life isn't perfect and I'm not perfect. So I'm not looking to have a perfect live stream. Like I'm going to maybe make a mistake on a word or two, or slur on a word or two, or, do ums and ors or whatever I'm going to do. But I'm not perfect. And I understand that, when I come to this platform, definitely on a live stream, I'm not going to be perfect. So I just want to get my message out there the best way that I can. I want to articulate it the best way that I can, but I don't want to force anything. That's another thing when I do these lives. Like I don't want to force, the live streams. I don't want to force my energy. I don't want to force people to come in my chat. I don't want to force people to watch my videos. I want everything to be natural and organic. And as long as it's like that, I believe that God will shed light on the situation, and bring good, prosperous energy my way. At the end of the day, and I'm very thankful for that. Like I said, it says it's 4 people in the building. So whoever you are outside of who I see Sherry and I see Homestyle. Thank you for supporting my live stream. And again, you don't have to say anything. I'm just thanking you for being out there. I'm thanking you for giving me a thumbs up. And again, I'm thanking you for giving me time out of your life. I highly appreciate and I highly hope that the time that you're giving me, you see it fit, you see it worthy or worth it of listening to me. And and like I said, allow me into your homes, your living rooms, wherever, your tablet, your laptop, whatever device you want. But in regards to Final Say TV and the whole 2 year process, it's been a beautiful experience. Like I said, everybody who have left comments, everybody who have shared videos, everybody who have gave me mentions, gave me likes, everybody at Final Say, we appreciate it. We appreciate all you guys' time, effort, and energy, because I understand time is of a very important essence, and people don't have time to be wasting with a lot going on, with hunger, with crime, with people being sick, people having to, attend to their jobs or attend to their families or attend to their main lives, their social lives, whatever they got going on, their bills, their mortgages, etc., etc. Just having to keep up with life, definitely since, COVID has hit the world and society on the whole. People look at things differently, people do things differently. Everybody don't just run to the internet all the time. Everybody is not worrying about the internet every day, all day. And that's another reason right now I'm gonna just do the lives and I'm doing them on the weekend, because I understand that everybody is not always on the internet. The internet is not as relevant to some people as it is others, and I get that. So at the end of the day, I don't want to overwhelm anybody as well. And with me doing the lives and where I'm doing them right now, I won't overwhelm people to the degree where even if somebody likes my platform or like what I'm doing on my platform, on my channel, on my music, and they want to support me any opportunity they get, I'm thankful for that. However, I don't want people to always be like, well, I go live a lot, so now they always got to keep up, because that may distract them from other things that they doing in their life, and I don't want to do that. That's why I'm not on Facebook, and that's why I'm not on Instagram, that's why I'm not on Snapchat, because I don't want to have people having to keep up with me with various different websites and various different places. From my perspective, YouTube is enough, and that's a lot already for somebody to have to keep up with me. And also, I truly believe that with those other things, people have to follow me, and I'm not a leader for anybody to follow me. I may display leadership. I get that, but I'm not a leader where anybody should follow me. So from my perspective on YouTube, it's a little bit easier to support somebody by subscribing to their platform, but to be on Facebook or to be on Instagram, like somebody literally got to follow you because it says that. And I don't think that I'm worthy of anybody following me, not even my own children. So at the end of the day, with me just being on YouTube, I believe that that's enough. And if anybody wants to support me, this is the only way, let alone the best way from my perspective. Other people have other approaches, how they reel people in to come to their YouTube pages or to go to their Facebook pages or Instagram, etc. For me, I'm just on YouTube. So and I'm more than grateful for that, and I'm more than humbled to be on YouTube. And I'm not looking for other websites and other social media platforms to be on to help my platform grow. And that's another reason why I'm thankful for me to be where I at 2 years down the road, because I don't have a final say Instagram. I don't have a final say Facebook. Like, it's just YouTube. And thanks to you guys out there, in the YouTube world and the people in the chat right now, my platform will grow, is growing, and still grows. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? And I'm motivated to go live, whether I have 0 people in the chat or I got 400,000 people in the chat. That's not going to change, my perspective on doing these lives. I'm also, thankful for the fact that, I'm in a good place and space, where I could go live and I could do lives, and I'm also thankful I have a device. Well, thank you for that, home style. Like, I appreciate that. I look to do that. Like I said, I wasn't always as upbeat and as positive as I was. I had a harsh, upbringing. And that's not due to my family, or it's just due to me, not understanding life. Not being mature at times. I should have been mature. Not being humble times. I should have been humble. Not being appreciative times. I should have been appreciative. Not being grateful times. I should have been grateful. So I'm learning every day that I have life, strength, and breath to be thankful for that. It's somebody that may not have all three. Somebody may have life and strength, but their breath may be limited. They may be connected to machinery, or somebody may have life and breath, but they may be weak. They may not have strength. So I'm learning at the end of the day to be grateful for those things. That my vision is good. My hearing is good. My memory is not shot. Like, my even though my legs or my leg isn't as healthy as it should be, because I have, knee problems. I got screws in my foot. I got a bad back. Like, there's things wrong with me, but I'm still thankful that I'm healthy enough to conduct myself in society. I'm able to move around how I'm able to move around. I may not be able to move around to the speed I once was when I was younger, but I'm still thankful, and I'm still looking to take care of myself the best way that I can, and I'm not trying to put the onus on a loved one or family members to have to do certain things for me. I'm thankful that God has got me in a position where I can still kind of do things for myself, as my own person, as my own individual. So I'm thankful for that. And as you were saying about just being understanding and positive, something I said on my other lives, you could go back and check them out to verify. When people come in here trolling or being negative, I'm not going to block them. I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to pray with them. I'm going to give them suggestions, to go read books, to it's various different things you could do. But for me to lash out, or to curse somebody out, or to scream at somebody or yell at somebody, that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I built my platform based around. And that's not going to help my platform grow. That's not going to help people in my chat grow. That's just not going to do, from my perspective, that's not going to help. And that's not the energy and the vibes that I'm looking to bring. And somebody may come in here to test my character and my fortitude to see if I'm going to disrespect them or yell at them or scream at them or curse at them. And I get it. And some people may just do it to get a rise out of me, or some people may do it to just to see my response, because God has to test my character, my fortitude, to see if I'm being the man that I'm becoming, and I'm being the man that I say that I'm looking forward to being. And I understand that. And that's a plight and a process of life that we all got to understand. Like, sometimes people do things to get the best of you, because they're unhappy or they're uncomfortable or they're not stable or they're not structured. And it's not only in their life, it could be with their job, it could be in their relationship with a family member, or relationship with, if it's a man with their woman, or if it's a woman with their man, or whatever, in their marriage, or with their children. And I'm going through various different scenarios with my children, but I'm not upset about that, or I don't feel like as if I have to disrespect other people or bring other people down, or be loud or be rude or be arrogant or be disrespectful. I get it. And like I said, I'm still every day going through trials and tribulations of learning how to be a better version of myself. And I need for everybody out there that watch my videos to be a better version of themselves. And I just believe if I keep my energy high and my spirits high, and I bring light to things that's dark, the more light we bring, the better we can see, the clearer our vision is. But if somebody comes and they bring darkness, and now I get dark, I'm not shedding no light on anything, and now everybody else will get just as dark as I'm getting, or even darker, and that's not what I need. So what I'm saying is, if somebody comes in here and get negative, I get negative. Now I may get somebody to unsubscribe from my platform, or I may get somebody to not want to listen to my platform, or I may get somebody to not want to support my platform because the things that I've been saying has been positive and been uplifting, and now they may be saying, you know what, man, I lost respect for him. HBIC, what's going on, sis? Shout out to HBIC in the building. Room Shaker, that's my sister. She shows me support. She shows me love. She have gotten me subscribers. She's just been, from my perspective, helping my platform grow. And I appreciate her, since she have heard about my platform, she's done nothing but brought positive energy. She's brought productive energy, and I appreciate that. At the end of the day, I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful that she taps in, she checks in with me. And I appreciate you, sister. I really do. From everybody at Final Say, we appreciate you. We appreciate the fact that I could come to your platform and send peace and power your way. I could send positive thoughts your way. And honestly too, HBIC, thanks for embracing me when I come to your platform. Meaning you be like, hey, Final Say, how you doing? And sometimes you'll put my comments on your screen, or sometimes you even read my comments, to your subscribers and your viewers. I highly appreciate that. And another thing I want to thank you for, I want to thank you for your patience. I want to thank you for your tolerance, and also believing in me and believing that, I will be where I am today, with going live, with just having the belief that, I was a good person and I was a positive person. I appreciate that. And also thank you for not prejudging me or my platform or my channel. From everybody at Final Say, bless you, bless your channel, and bless your platform moving forward. Nothing but peace and positivity for you and everybody on your platform. And I really mean that. Thanks a million, HBIC Room Shaker. You've been a tremendous help, over my 2 years of having my platform. Even if you wasn't there from day one, you've been there long enough, and you deserve for me to give you your flowers for everything you have done, willing to do, and I know you will continue to do. So I appreciate that from everybody at Final Say. For real, thank you. But as I was saying before, HBIC tapped in, and thank her again for tapping in. It's just at the end of the day, I know that how things work on YouTube, and that's another thing I want to thank HBIC for. For me coming to her platform, I understand that I'm gonna get people that may subscribe to my channel and may run with some of my information and take it back to their platform or take it back to their channel. And I'm not mad at that. I'm one of them type of people where even if you get something from what I'm saying and you spin it and make it negative, I'm not mad at that. Like, I'm not here to persecute anybody. I'm not here to judge anybody, because I'm still going through things that I'm just getting over. Maybe people persecuting me or judging me or looking at me as a bad person or a bad man or a bad father or et cetera, or a bad coworker. I get it. So I'm not gonna make it seem, and that's another thing I don't do on my platform. I don't make it seem like I'm above anything, like, because I made tons of mistakes. So that's why I created my platform, you know what I mean, to show not only the people in the YouTube world that's starting to get to know me, but other people that know me, family, people that previously knew me, even my children, that, I'm maturing every day and I'm becoming a better person and a better man. And with more time and with more experience, I learned how to do things differently. I know how to do things better. I know how to have more patience, more tolerance, and I know how to, show better love and show better maturity, things of that nature. And, I got tolerance and I got patience. So, and I get it and I understand, exactly, moving forward that I got to be ready for what's yet to come because, it's a lot to come. I just believe that stay positive, stay humble, keep my vibes high and stay grounded. And when I do those things, I believe that the Most High, will guide me the rest of the way. And I believe that God watches me and everybody in my chat and my platform. And I'm thankful for that, at the end of the day. And I couldn't ask for a better support group for as the people who have subscribed already. I couldn't ask for a better support group for as the people that share my videos, for the people that give me mentions, for the people that leave comments, for the people that have given me thumbs up. I couldn't ask for a better support group, at the end of the day. And I'm motivated to keep doing what I do for that support group to grow and for that support group to stay in flux and stay in balance. So at the end of the day, when they do come to my platform, they ready to be positive with me. They ready to educate with me. They ready to spread that same energy that I spread. And at the end of the day, another thing that I appreciate, I'm willing to learn. So that's why I appreciate people like Thoughts with Sherry platform because on her platform she does something similar to what I'm doing, and I can learn. When I go to her platform, I learn things. She have quotes up there, and she speak reference to certain entities with the government, certain political figures. And that helps me. At the end of the day, for me to understand that I'm going down the right track and the right path. So I'm thankful for her for doing that, And when I tune into a channel, whether it's a 30-second short or it's a 2-minute video or it's just a quote up there and you have to read it yourself, I'm just thankful for that, And I'm thankful for everybody who has platforms that I can go there and I can learn from, at the end of the day, because again, even though I got my own platform, I'm willing to learn. My sister's in the building. What's going on, Carla? I appreciate you for checking in. Everybody, salute my moderator. Carla's in the building. Since I've been going live, she has been very helpful. She's been very patient. She's been guiding me through a lot. Helping me, keep my awareness high. Helping me stay positive, helping me stay motivated, and helping me just stay the course and look straight ahead. And I appreciate her for that, for helping me look straight ahead. At the end of the day, before you tapped in, Carla, I was just thanking everybody. Like even yourself for everything you have been doing since I've been going live. And even though you just really been tapping in over the last, I would say 2, maybe 3 weeks, even a month. I'm thankful for that. You're included in that 2 years that you see in the caption. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your tolerance. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your mentions. Thank you for anybody that you have told about my platform. Thank you for becoming a moderator, accepting the wrench. Thank you for taking time out of your personal life, to be on whatever you're on, a tablet, a phone, your TV, a laptop. Thank you for inviting me into your living room or your dining room or your bedroom or wherever that you view my videos at. I'm thankful for that, from the bottom of my heart. And everybody at Final Say, I appreciate that, and we appreciate it. So I just want to thank you for that. What you said, bro? Calling my last. Oh, okay, all right, yeah. So Thoughts for Chevy said her last name is Miller. Is Miller as well. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for what they've been doing. Since I started my platform. You know, in the 2 years, it's been beautiful, and I'm looking forward to two more bigger, brighter, more enthusiastic, more information, more education, more prosperity, more health for everybody, more strength, more wealth, more patience, more tolerance, more understanding, more unity, more togetherness, and again, I don't have any discrepancies with anybody on the internet, with anybody on YouTube. I want everybody continuously doing what they're doing. I want everybody, to to stay motivated to keep doing what they're doing on their platforms. Don't let anyone distract you. Don't let anyone shoot you down for what you're trying to do on your platform. Don't let anyone stop you from what you do on your platform. If you believe or you see it as if or you feel as if this is right coming from your spirit and or your soul, do what you do. Don't let anyone tell you to do otherwise. For me, I'm just thankful that I have a platform and it's growing on a daily basis. And again, the reason why I don't curse or I don't speak negatively because again, I don't know who's watching me. I don't know who listens to me. I don't know who I motivate. I don't know who may want to have me on their platform, who may want to interview me, who may want to talk to me because I'm well aware that YouTube stretches out on various different fronts, when it comes to, everybody that's out there in all walks of life. Love your song, share it on my Facebook page. Oh, who? Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that for you doing that. Like that. See, things like that. That means a lot to me. You able to share what I did on your Facebook page, and that's another thing I was saying before you checked in, Carla. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have Discord. I don't have whatever other websites that's out. And again, I don't have no problem with those websites. I don't want to make it seem like I have a problem with those websites or I'm too good for those websites. From my perspective, YouTube is enough. And if anybody is willing to support me or subscribe or do whatever they're willing to do on YouTube, to me, I'm thankful for that because that to me, that's asking a lot right there for somebody to subscribe to my channel. And then when I go live or I drop a video or, I put a song up or whatever I'm going to do for them to support that. From my perspective, that takes a lot. I said this on another live before. Just because somebody may like the NBA or somebody may like a movie, that don't mean that they like Warner Brothers. Or you may like a sitcom, that don't mean you like NBC or ABC. You may just like that sitcom. So you don't have to support something to like something. I'm understanding that at the end of the day. So just because somebody may like my platform, that don't mean they like being on the internet or they like YouTube. They may just like my platform, and it just so happens that it's on YouTube. I get that. So I don't want to get that misconstrued, and I don't want people to feel like now I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, like they gotta go through all these various different um, avenues to support me. So that's why I'm only on YouTube, and that's why I'm grateful for where I am today with the subscribers that I have after 2 years. And like I said, it could be some people that's been on YouTube for 8 months and have triple the subscribers I got. It could be some people that have been on YouTube for a year, got triple the subscribers. Or wait, I'm not on any other website. So for me, this is success from my perspective because I know I started from 0 subscribers. So for me to make it to where I am with the help from people like you, Carla, and Sherry and HBIC and the Tribulation Kids and Fishing Time, Let's Go, and various other different people who have helped me. My boy Melik. It's a lot of people who have helped me. Lions Pride. My sister from the ATL. Mary's vlog. Miss Fontella. I mean, it's a lot of people who have helped me get to where I am, and I'm thankful for everybody. And if I forgot anybody, I totally apologize. I didn't forget you like you're not relevant or you're not important. It's just right now, off the top of my head, I can't think of every single person. But whoever know they helped me, I mean, this live stream is also dedicated to you guys as well. So if I didn't say your name, it's not that I don't think you're relevant or you're not important. You're highly important. But I can't, think of everybody off the top of my head. You said, I have no doubt you will grow. Well, again, I appreciate it, but I'm not on other websites because a lot of people are on other websites to, further enhance what they're doing, and that's their prerogative. But for me, I'm thankful for this because I know it takes a lot for people to support people. It takes a lot for people to, for you to get people's tolerance. Slow and steady wins the race. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Again, I'm not, as you see, I'm laid back, I'm relaxed, I'm calm. I'm not rushing to do anything. I'm taking my time. Like I said, I have tolerance, I have patience, and I'm well aware that that's needed. Nowadays because everybody want it right now, not me. I don't. The reason why I have tolerance and patience because when you bring in education, information, you got to have tolerance to learn. You got to have tolerance to spread information. You got to have tolerance to spread education. And for me, I do a lot of research and I do a lot of homework, and that takes time. So that's why, for me, I'm not rushing anything, because when I do that homework, it takes me a lot of time to do the reading that I do the studying that I do. And since I know that takes time, I'm not rushing when I come to my platform. And you know what? I don't want to be rushed. I want to move at the pace that's there for me. I want to move at the pace that God has set for me. So if it takes me, 4 days to study and learn for me to make another video, that I'm willing to do that. I agree with that, Carla. Less is more. So at the end of the day, I'm like I said, I'm thankful that I'm in a great environment. I'm in a great atmosphere. I'm in a structured, stable environment. So I want to thank the people, or the person, excuse me, the person that has me in that safe, structured, stable environment. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do these live streams the way that I do them. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm very appreciative of that. Also, for their tolerance, their patience, them believing in me, them helping me, create these live streams. That's why I say, when I say me and everybody from Final Say, because I have people, helping me out, as far as, telling me, nah, stay motivated, you should start going live. Or, that conversation that we had a week ago, or a month ago, or last year, I believe that you need to take that to your platform. You need to, share that with the world. You got a lot of education, or you got a lot of information, or you're very informative. You need to share that with a larger, amount of people. So that's when I say, for me and everybody at Final Say, we very thankful, because at the end of the day, I got people motivating me, letting me know, you need to bring that, to your platform. And like I said, down the road, I'm gonna talk about health, wealth, finances, family, mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, the government, relationships, school, jobs, entrepreneurs, careers, the banking system, food, how to process food, how to better your diet, things we should stay away from, things that is healthy, the environment, the earth, the plants, the trees, animals, mammals, space, planes, trains, boats, cars, everything, except for really people. Because like I said, I'm just a firm believer in, I want to talk to people and not about people, because communication is key. And if I could talk to people, I believe that, our relationship can grow, it can enhance, because I want to talk to people. And that's why I tell people to take me up on my one free healing experience. Even if they don't want to deal with me after that one free one, just take advantage of it, because it is one and it is free. Take advantage of it, because you never know what you can gain out of it. You never know what information that you can get for yourself, or for someone else, or for a loved one. I mean, everything obviously will be kept confidential, and secretive. Whatever me and that person talk about. I'm just saying, if you're willing to get some information for yourself or for a loved one, go to the description box, take down my email, and email me, and we can set up a Zoom conference call, and we can build upon that. I totally get that. All those social pages be a bit much. You do what you do. Right, right, and that's my point, Carla. Like, I don't, I'm thankful that you here. I'm thankful that Sherry here. I'm thankful that HBIC taps in. I'm thankful that Miss Queen was here. I'm thankful that the people that tap in. But I don't want people to, every time, for example, okay, now, if I had Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube now, people got to keep up with me when I'm on Instagram. People got to keep up with me when I'm on Facebook. People got to keep up with me when I'm on Snapchat. People got to keep up with me. Here it is. So if I just do YouTube, at least people know that's the only place they got to keep up with me, and that's it. And like I said, from my perspective, that's still asking for a lot out of somebody's life, out of somebody's day, or out of somebody's week, or out of somebody's month, to ask for somebody to sit with me for an hour, or 2 hours, or 3 hours, or 6 hours. And I'm not saying it have to be 3 hours in one day, or 2 hours in one day. It could be 30 minutes every day for 6 days. That adds up into 2 hours, or that adds up to an hour and a half. So I get it. So I don't want, that to happen like that. You said 2023. Well, at the end of the day, I believe that comes from, people not giving other people their space, not giving other people boundaries, not allowing people to be comfortable with where they're going, who they are, and what they're doing. That's why I accept people for who they are, not what they are. What that means is, at the end of the day, if I'm worrying about what somebody is, that means, I'm worrying about what they're doing. I'm not worrying about what nobody's doing. So I'm worrying about who people are, because, like I said, if you could display integrity, if you could display honor, and you could display know-how and self-respect and self-control, then I know that me and you could coexist, because I'm gonna respect myself. I'm gonna show self-control, self-respect, self-restraint, etc., etc. But when you worrying about, what somebody is, if they're a rapper, or they're an R&B singer, or they're a basketball player, or they're a movie star, now you're going to be caught up in what they're doing all the time. So that's why it's drama, drama, drama. Because if, whatever, a rapper or actor, or a basketball player, or a movie star, whatever they're doing, you're going to want to be caught up in what they're doing, where they're going, where they eat, who they sleeping with, what they do. I have subscribed. I have unsubscribed. Right. Right. I get it. I get it. And that's my point, because, again, I'm worrying about who people are and not what they are. Because, like I said, when you learn about what somebody is, you're going to get caught up in what they're doing, where they at, who they be around, what they doing when they're around these people. I'm not worried about that. I'm not. That's why I'm not into sports any longer, because at the end of the day, it went from me watching the game to me actually arguing about who's the better basketball player, when it shouldn't be about that. It should be about, it's unity. Like, I was watching the game for unity. I was watching to see how the players coexisted together. It's not content. It's clicks and views. Well, again, when you're doing something, because I'm not doing this for people to be nosy. I'm not doing this for people to notice me. Like, I don't need attention from the world. I'm not, as long as I get attention from God, I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, as long as I could praise God on a daily basis, I'm thankful. But I'm not doing this for attention from the world. Like, the world don't owe me understanding. The world don't owe me attention. So I'm not worried about that. Like, clicks and views, like, what's going to happen? If what's going to happen when God don't want to view me, when I need God to look upon me and look at me, what's going to happen then? Because God don't have to subscribe to nothing I'm doing. I'm hoping I can subscribe to what God is doing, because I got to get rest. God don't never sleep. God don't never rest, because he got to keep the universe going. I tell everybody this. Humanity and civilization, they run the world. I get that. They run the world, but God controls the universe. Big difference. So I want my soul and my spirit to be connected to God, so God can open up the universe for me. And once God opened up the universe for me, I'm not worrying about mankind and civilization after that. Because now, spiritually and psychologically, I'm on a whole nother plane with everything, because I'm connected with God. And once you get connected with God, or the Most High, or the Elohim, or Yahweh, or Yahshua, it's really, that's it. That's it. Now I know that my soul and my spirit could ascend to where it need to go to at the end of the day. So so I'm not worried about nothing else. Like, that's how I see it. You are really not a good thing, and that's hard to find. Well, again, I appreciate that, caller, but again, and I'm not knocking nobody that do what they do on their platforms and on their pages, but I don't look at this as YouTube. I look at this as like Bible study, or I look at this as a way of for us to get to learn each other better, because we all uncomfortable with something in our lives that we are uncomfortable about speaking about. That's why I say I'm working on being a better man, a better father, a better whatever I could be, because I know it's going to be somebody in life that say, well, you wasn't always this, you wasn't, and that's true and that's accurate. However, I know who I am and I know who I'm becoming. What I was, I'm not saying that should be irrelevant, but what I was ain't who I am. Is what I used to be. That's why I don't look at people for what they are. Because if people look at me for what I used to be or what I am, that's not who I am. That's not the integrity I'm going to show. That's not the honor I'm going to display. That's not the character I'm going to display. So at the end of the day, that's what's important. So somebody may have known me 5 years ago. That's not the person I am today. Like I grew from then. Like even if they probably thought 5 years ago I was rude, I was disrespectful, I was arrogant, I wasn't a good man, I wasn't a good father, I wasn't a good coworker, I wasn't a good businessman. I would tell them, you're right. And I apologize for not being a bigger person, a better person, a stronger person, a wiser person, a better man, a better father, a better brother, a better nephew, a better grandson, a better son, a better husband, a better spouse. You're 100% correct. However, I know now, should I get married, or should I have better, a better relationship with my kids? I know I'm gonna do the right thing now. I know I'm gonna come into the situation with honor and integrity. And even if my kids are not ready for the honor or the integrity I'm gonna show, I'm gonna be patient and give them the time. Maybe they're not ready, because when people was ready to deal with me on a level that I'm at today, I wasn't ready. However, they didn't chastise me. They didn't chastise me. They didn't judge me. They gave me time to grow and elevate. So I believe that if God is going to test my character, my fortitude, and see if I'm going to give those people that now is not where I am, if I'm going to give them time to catch up, to mature, to be a better version of themselves. And that could be my son or my daughter or my mother or my sister or my brother or my niece or my nephew or my grandmother or my grandfather or coworker or my boss or my manager, or another entrepreneur or a CEO or a congressperson or whoever. Like, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm becoming who I need to become, when they interact with me, I want them to say, you know what? He ain't who I thought he was. He ain't the person who he used to be. He's grown to be a better man. He's grown to be more spiritual. He's grown to be more educational. He's grown to be more mature. He's grown to be more selfless instead of selfish. Like, I get it. And like I said, somebody could say I wasn't like that 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I get it. And I totally understand that, and I totally respect it. However, that's why I'm working on doing this every day, all day. And like I said, I know my character is going to be tested. I know my fortitude will be tested. That's not an issue with me. I get that. And that's what life is about. And that's why it's a bunch of drama everywhere, because when you test somebody's character and fortitude, instead of them saying, you know what, I apologize for the way I came at you. Have a good day. You know what? I'm going to go work on myself. Like, I don't believe that nobody's right or wrong. I just believe that it's correct and incorrect. And if you could do the correct things, then you fill in the void for the things that's incorrect. And if you want to keep doing the incorrect things, then you're not going to be able to fill the void for the things that need to be correct. That's it. It's just accurate and inaccurate. Like, and majority of things I say, be turning out for a lot of people, or the majority of people that I speak to turn out to be accurate. And I appreciate that. But for the things that's inaccurate, that's why I have my platform for people to come to the comments and say, well, that's not 100% accurate. And what I'm going to do is say, you know what? I'll chime back out and say, I appreciate that. Let me go do some more homework. Let me go do some more research. That's all. And that's what life is about. But to attack somebody and say, you don't know what you're talking about, like, for somebody to tell me I think I know everything, that's foolish, because they know just as well as I know that nobody knows everything. That's why knowledge is infinite, because it keeps growing and it keeps growing. And the more you know, the more you grow and the more you can show at the end of the day. That's it. Because that's why actions speak louder than words at the end of the day. So maybe somebody action showed you something yesterday. That don't mean their action is going to show you that today. I have another saying that I believe: I'm wiser than I was yesterday. So at the end of the day, I want to be wiser than I was yesterday. So the things that I did yesterday, today moving forward, I'm not going to do those things, because I learned from yesterday. That's why there's drama everywhere, because people aren't learning from the previous day. People aren't learning from the previous month or the previous week or the previous year. They're going into the next day or the next situation, you know, doing the same thing. I'm not doing that, because everybody's circumstances and situations is different. Even if people are similar, I get that, but everybody's circumstances and situations are different. So once you understand that, you treat everybody as an individual, and that's what I do. Everybody's their own person. That's why I don't see nobody as a race, because before I was diagnosed as black or African American or whatever people going to diagnose me as, I was a human being. When I was born, or when I was conceived, when I was being made, nobody said I'm black. I was when the doctor birthed me, I was a human being, point blank, period. I wasn't no race or no color. Like, that don't exist. See, When you take a different perspective in life, like me, the way I see life like animals. Animals see in black and white, so they don't see color. They just see a person. Animals don't. A dog don't see color when he see me. When he see another person, he just see black and white. A deer just see black and white. So see, that's why I say I do a lot of homework and research so I can understand life differently. So I can understand the environment differently, the atmosphere differently, the trees differently, the plants differently. Like so that's my point. Like when you start to get into a different realm of life, it's like I say, like I wouldn't want my family or somebody that care about me to feel bad for me if I go swimming and I get bit by a shark. I'm in their habitat. The only thing they know how to do is protect their habitat. It's not that they want to harm me or hurt me, but they got to protect their habitat. I can't feel no way if I'm in the jungle and I get attacked by hyenas or by a lion or by a tiger or by a cheetah or by a leopard, etc. I'm in their habitat. It's not that they want to literally harm me, hurt me, but they only know one thing to do. I'm in their habitat. They have to protect their habitat. It's not that they're mad or offended by me. That's like somebody breaking in somebody's house. You have to protect your home. That's your habitat. So that's the same thing with the animals. But when we believe that animals are attacking people and we're in their habitat, that's incorrect. They're not attacking us. We're in their habitat. It's like a person being incarcerated. Like I understand that they may have broken the law. So without law would be no order. I get that. I'm not running from that. However, everybody that's incarcerated is not guilty. Just like all the animals that's in the zoo don't deserve to be locked in a cage. I'm not saying some of the animals don't, but some of the animals don't shouldn't be locked in a cage. Some of them do, some of them don't. So it's all on the perspective and the situation at the end of the day. That's why I said everybody's circumstances and situation is different at the end of the day. But I don't look at it like because now if I want to go swimming, that's why God has made it for us. We can get our own pools. We can get our own swimming pools. We don't have to go to a beach to go swim. We don't have to do that. Where does it say in any laws of the land you have to go to a beach to go swimming? You don't have to do that. We choose to do that. And with those choices, that we got to be willing to deal with those repercussions with those choices. If you're going to decide to say, I'm going to go to a beach, be prepared that the chances of maybe getting attacked by something that live in that habitat, that's just what it is. That's not that again, a shark or a whale or a dolphin or any fish want to hurt or harm humanity or mankind, but that's their habitat. Same thing with being in the jungle, or same thing with being in the safari, etc., etc. I don't believe that a rhino or buffalo or like I said, anything or a hyena or gazelle, they want to hurt me or harm me. But if I'm in their habitat, their instinct is to do that. I won't be swimming in the pool. No, no, and I get it. I'm not saying not to do it, but I'm saying it's just we gotta, as human beings, we gotta be a little bit more conscious of what we're doing and where we're doing it at. That's all I'm saying. So it's like if I'm in a safari, right, or I'm in the jungle, right, even if a lion or a tiger or a deer or a bear or whatever don't want to do nothing to me now, a bear has babies, a lion has babies, a tiger has babies, a cheetah has. So their natural instinct is to protect their families. You know what I mean? I know. I go, no, I get that. I'm just saying, but their instinct is to protect not only their families, but to protect whatever, where they gotta live at, their habitat at the end of the day. So if it's a bear, of course that bear is gonna want to protect their cubs. Or of course that cheetah or that mountain lion or whatever it is, they're gonna want to protect their family. Just like a man want to protect his family. You want to protect his wife, or you want to protect his woman and their children, or you want to protect his home and his property. Same thing with a woman. She want to protect her husband, her children, her property, etc., etc. So the animals is the same exact way. It's just that they don't speak like we speak. Like we can speak to each other. I can speak to another man and ask, well, why would you bring it to my house? Or why would you try to steal my car? Why would you? I can speak, but animals, they don't speak how we speak. So they can't talk to us. The way they speak is defending whatever their habitat is. So at the end of the day, we got to think about it on that level, but we don't. The media allows us to say, well, that person got attacked by a shark, or this person got mauled by a bear. And again, I'm not saying that that's dead right what the animals are doing, but I'm saying we don't take it from their situation and their circumstances. We just thinking about us, which is nothing wrong with that, but we got to think about their circumstances and their situation. That's their habitat. When we invade their habitat, we got to be prepared for that. And I'm saying a lot of times we don't think about it on that level. We're not looking at it like that. Like that's their habitat. So I'm just saying, like, when you look at those things and you understand those things, you have a different perspective on it. When you're approaching it, when you're dealing with it. And another thing too about like the earth is a beautiful place. Like no matter what city you in, what state you in, what country you go to, it's all on the planet Earth. Everything is on Earth. We just overlook the planet because we move it around on it all the time, and that's why again, I need my soul and my spirit to be connected to God because I need God to open up the universe for me because God has opened up the planet. I appreciate that. But since mankind and civilization see it as if or believe as if or think they control the planet, that's why I want to be connected with God so God can open up the universe because the universe ate the planet. I mean, scientists, archaeologists, other people could try to persuade me to think differently, but I'm not going to think differently. I get it. However, I need. Hey, Knowledge, what's going on, Cyclops? How you doing, my brother? Appreciate you for checking in, man. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream, my brother. I don't do oceans either. No, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, that's why I need my soul and my spirit to be connected, guys, so God can open up the universe for me. Because like I said, we on the planet Earth, and far as I see it, mankind feel as if at the end of the day, and or civilization feel as if they control the Earth, and I'm not knocking that. I'm not against that at all. I'm just saying, as long as my spirit and my soul is connected to God, God can open up the universe. There's not many people who know what the universe look like when it's open up. They could tell me they know what the planet look like. I get that. They could tell me that. They could tell me they know what the sun look like. They could. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. They could tell me they know what the planet look like. I'm not gonna run from that. However, they can't tell me what the universe look like. So that's why I need my soul and my spirit to be connected to God, so I can really see what the universe look like. That's important to me. And you know, I had I had a lot of theories about like passing away and dying. I also believe that when we pass away and or we die, we get to experience some of God's work. Like we get to see how He created the sun, how He created the moon, how He created the planet Earth, how He created a person, how He created civilization, how He created the oceans, how He created the seas. I truly believe that, but I only think that can happen when your soul and your spirit is connected to God for Him to open up the universe for us. I truly believe that. And the more I do studying and the more I learn and the more I do homework and research, I'm starting to see that that's possible. I'm not saying that it's true or it's accurate, but I'm starting to see that it's possible because the more that God opened up the universe, I could see things that other people on the planet, other people in humanity and civilization ain't looking at because everybody's looking at maybe their car or maybe their money or maybe their family situation or maybe their riches or their poverty stricken situations or they're looking at their communities or maybe they just looking at other things. And there's nothing wrong with looking at your family or your community or whatever your situation is. At times, though, I look at outer body experiences so I could be connected to God because again, you could be connected to all these things, but if you're not connected to God, it don't really mean anything at the end of the day, though. Because when we go through things, we say through the grace of God, or thank God, or I'm glad that God was watching me, or God bless this, or thanks to God I survived this. And so at the end of the day, I just believe as long as my spirit is right and my soul is right, and those two things connected. That's why they say when you do things in life, never sell your soul because you need your spirit and your soul to be connected for God to open up the universe. Your spirit can't be right and your soul ain't right. So if your soul right and your spirit ain't right, it ain't gonna work. So you need both. You need your spirit and your soul to be connected for God to open up the universe. Some people may debate this, dispute it. I'm not here to argue with them. I'm just saying from the homework and the research that I'm doing, I'm starting to see that it's possible for your soul and your spirit to be connected for God to open up the universe. Because like I said, we see what's going on the planet all over. Fishing time, let's go. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for checking in and chiming in. So get to know everybody in the chat. That's my buddy Fishing Time. Let's go. He be doing this thing, on his channel. So if you guys, want to see him fishing and doing other things like that, subscribe to his channel. That's my buddy. Happy trails to you, buddy. So yeah, like I said, if your soul and your spirit is connected, I believe that the Most High will open up the universe for you, and you'll be able to see things that other people don't see in regards to civilization and humanity. And like I said, I don't believe in shalom, peace, my brother. Everybody, that's my brother, Malik Dome. He does his thing on his platform as well. He's a good dude. He's a good brother. He's been showing me love. He's another one of the people that I was speaking about previously. That throughout my 2 year of having Final Say TV, I don't know how long he's been subscribed, but he still fits in that 2 year window of sharing, of mentioning, of liking, of supporting my platform, supporting my movement. He leave comments. He hits the like button. I was on his panel. I actually shared it on my community tab. We had a very intellectual and prosperous conversation. I'm thankful that the brother opened up his panel for me. He allowed me to come on his platform, and we did some productive, positive things. He's from my understanding, my perspective, he's a good dude, and also outside of being a good dude, he's a strong dude. So I appreciate him, and I appreciate all the love he have showed me. Since I started my platform. Like I said, it don't matter if he been sharing my videos, giving me mentions for a month, 6 months, 8 months. It doesn't matter. He did it. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate him. So yeah, like I was saying, at the end of the day, I just believe, when your soul and your spirit is connected, I truly believe that the Most High opened up the universe for you, and when you don't allow people to just tell you anything, it's not what people call me, it's what I respond to. So somebody could say I'm ignorant, or somebody could say I'm a fake prophet, or somebody could, whatever they're gonna say is, if I respond to it, then they got the best of me. But I know not to respond to it. It's about the energy that God, is gonna send my way. It's about the vibes that God gonna send my way. So like I said, the more light that I could bring the circumstances and situation, the less and less dark it'll be around me and my platform and my panel and my subscribers and et cetera, et cetera. Like I said, I don't knock what nobody do on their platform. I'm gonna say this every live stream video, and I'm gonna say it on my previous recorded videos, because people, they get a lot of things misconstrued. It's a lot of miscommunication. People assume things. People, believe that people subliminally say things about them. I'm not like that. If I had anything to say about anybody, I would say it to them and not about them at the end of the day, because I'm a firm believer that talking to people is key. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? So I'm not a firm believer in talking about people, because it gets me nowhere at the end of the day. But if I could talk to you, then we could figure out what's that lack there of communication between us. But if I talk about you now, I'm opening the door for whatever to happen at the end of the day. And I know what it's like to feed a fire. It's hard to put a fire out when you keep adding wood to it at the end of the day, or if you add kerosene to it. So I'm a firm believer in, if I want to put the fire out, I got to come with the proper equipment. You know what I mean? Water don't just put the fire out at the end of the day. It takes other things to put that fire out. So me, I'm not going to bring extra wood, when the fire is brewing. I'm going to let the fire die down to the best of my ability, and I want to have the correct utensils at the end of the day to put that fire out. So if somebody has a disagreement with me, I would pray that they can address me and deal with me like a person, like a human being, at the end of the day. And if they dislike something that I said did, talk to me about it. I'm still a man if I apologize. And that's another thing about me. Like, I'm not too good for anything. I've been homeless. I have taken secondhand clothes. I lived in shelters. Like, I ate out of soup kitchens. Like, I'm not too good for anything, at the end of the day. Like, so just because I may be at a better place mentally and spiritually, that don't mean that I wasn't homeless. I didn't live outside. I didn't eat in soup kitchens. I did all that. However, when I did it with pride. Though I wasn't too good to go to the soup kitchen. I wasn't too good to take clothes that people offered me. Like I wasn't like I don't want those clothes. Like nah, I'm not too good for any of that. I have to go. Okay, no problem. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming to the live stream. I appreciate everything. Thanks for the congrats. Again, I'll be stopping by your platform. I'll be showing you love. Before you go, I'm just trying to figure out what time zone are you in? Because I'm in Eastern Standard Time. I just be trying to get an understanding of what time zone people are in. So when I go live, I can understand what people chiming in from. So if you're still there, what time zone are you in, Sherry? I would like to know that. You know what I mean? Okay, Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate that you said love the progress you make. Well, again, thanks for that, Sherry. I appreciate you, my brother. You know me, man. I just try to keep it productive, keep it positive because it's easy to be distracted. At the end of the day, it's the littlest things that get us distracted at the end of the day. Like I said, I've been through a lot in my life, and I'm thankful. Like I said, I've been homeless. I done ate out of soup kitchens. Like I've been through so much where now at the end of the day, like I don't feel less than a man. Like I look at it like this: if if I don't want to take secondhand clothes or whatever it is, if I'm too good for things, I should be too good. If somebody got a used Mercedes Benz, I shouldn't want that either. Somebody got a used car, I shouldn't want that. Somebody got a used Jaguar they want to give me without no money involved, I shouldn't want to take it. If I can't take pants or a shirt, why should I want to take somebody's car? Like if I'm too good to go to a soup kitchen, I should be too good for other things. Like I should be too good for somebody to invite me to their house to feed me too. Like because it's not, I can't provide the food for myself. So why am I too good to go to a soup kitchen? At the end of the day, somebody has to provide the food for me. If that's what it is, if God is saying you're gonna eat, you might not eat where you want to eat, you might not even eat what you want to eat, but you're gonna eat. That's my point. I'm eating. See, I'm learning that. Like I'm learning that about life. Everything ain't gonna go the way exactly I want it to go. Like that, it's not gonna go like that. So at the end of the day, I can't look at it like that. Sometimes you may want love and affection from your mother, and you only could get it from your father, or you may want it from your father, you only get it from your mother. But don't ignore the fact that you're getting love and affection. You may want love and affection from a certain woman that you can't get it from, but be thankful that a woman is willing to give you love and affection. You may want love and affection from a certain man that you can't get it from, but be thankful a woman is giving you love and affection. You may want to eat Chinese food, but you can't. But you can eat food like you eating. Like again, I'm a free spirited person. So at the end of the day, I put logic over reason. Like as long as the logic is there, I'm good. And when emotions is high, logic is low. Like at the end of the day. So I'm thankful for that. Like you can't always look for things the way how you want it when you want it. And when you do, a lot of times I'm learning people still be disgruntled or upset. Somebody can say, yo, man, I want this, and they get it and they still be unhappy about something. It's like I tell my kids this. I could get you to Disney World, but I can't guarantee the weather going to be perfect. So now I get them to Disney World, they might be upset. Dad, it's raining. I can't control the weather. I got you to Disney World. Like it's not on me that it's raining now. Like you can't beat me down because it's raining. I got you to Disney World. Like be thankful we here and we got there safe. But if it rain or when we get there it's crowded or you can't get on certain rides or you can't do certain things, you can't look at me. You still got to be thankful you got what you asked for. It may not be exactly the way you want it to go. You know what I mean, brother? You are spreading positive. Yeah, I mean that's what I try to do, Cyclops. At the end of the day, I'm just saying, like I said, it's based around circumstances and situations because I've been through a lot. Like I said, I wasn't always the man that I am today. I wasn't always, who I am. I wasn't always a great father. I wasn't always a great brother or a great son or a great grandson or a great nephew or a great cousin or a great coworker or whatever, whatever it is. I had to work on these things, but I'm thankful that I've been through so many experiences now that I literally get it and I literally got it. So now that I have it, I want to spread that education. I want to spread that information. I want to spread that energy to other people. I want people to understand that you have to base everything in life on circumstances and situations. Because like I just said, you may be looking for love from a particular person and you may not get it, or you may be looking for things the way you want it. And when you get it, you have to embrace it. So, like I said, you may say, yeah, I want to go to Red Lobster. When you get the Red Lobster, everything might not go the way you anticipated. But don't forget the fact that you want a Red Lobster. Now that you're there, appreciate it. You can't be mad if you at Red Lobster and somebody's at another table yelling, screaming, cursing. You can't get mad at that because you wanted Red Lobster. You did. Appreciate it. I'm just learning people in life have to understand that. You could say, I want a car. And you might say, I want a car, I want a car. I don't care. I'll be happy if I just had any car. Now you get that any car. Now you're saying other people, man, this what you got? Man, you supposed to have a Jaguar. You supposed to have a Benz. You supposed to have a Beamer. You supposed to have this. And now you're like, now you get disgruntled. It's like, hold on. But before you had this car that you got, you just said you would be thankful for cars like me. If I'm saying I need a place to live, I can't be tight. If it's a shelter, it's a place to live. It might not be the place I want, but it's a place to live. So once I see the circumstance situation, that's how I look at life. So when I say I'm hungry, it might not be what I want to eat, but as long as it's healthy, it ain't gonna raise up my cholesterol or give me diabetes or nothing like that, or have me constipated or nothing. What am I complaining about? It's food. But some people don't look at life like that. They look at it like, well, no, I'm saying I want that girl, I want that man, I want that car, I want those jeans, I want that shirt. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like this singer. I want to be like this rapper. I want to be like that NBA player. I want to be like that NFL player. Nah, I want to be the best version of the person that God projected me to be. And I'm still learning every day the person that God projected me to be, though. I don't know what God projection for me is. I'm not God. So I gotta start seeing myself the way that God see me. I can't worry about how other people see me because they not God. And yes, they do see me, but it's not the way God see me. What's important? The creation or the creator at the end of the day. So I look at the creator as greater than creation. So I can't worry about if somebody sees me a way that God doesn't. I'm not worried about that because that's what life is about. Life is about blessings and lessons. And I appreciate all the blessings and all the lessons. Carla, I've been through a lot of bad times, but I appreciate where I've been and came from. There's no way man perfect was there. Right. That's what it's about. Carla, learning every day, appreciating every day. And that's me. Like I said, I wasn't always who I am. And there's people that knew me 3, 4, 5 years ago be like, man, oh now you on YouTube, you fronting or you fake or you did. They ain't been around me to know that my mentality changed. They ain't been around me to know I could have had a near-death experience that woke me up like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna become a better man, a better father. Even if I haven't been a father to a child or kids that I haven't seen, that don't mean that I'm not gonna be a better father now if they give me the opportunity to be so. And if they don't, it's still God bless them. I'm not gonna speak down or negative toward them or on the situation or on the circumstances though. I'm not gonna do that. Because again, I know my character, my fortitude will be tested every day. And I need that. I need that on a daily basis. So I can know how to walk straight. You know what I mean? Forget the sideline. The sideline gonna be there. I ain't worried about that. Like that's why it's called the side and the line. It's the people that's on the side and they can't walk that straight line. So they're on the side criticizing those who are on the line. That's why it's called the sideline. And that's another thing I do. I take things as its content. So when I use words, I'm using it literally for what it means. Not for what I want it to mean and not for what I think it means, literally. So I look up the meaning to every single word, and that's important. So to have an encyclopedia or to have a thesaurus or to have various versions of dictionaries, that's important because it helps us with phonics, it helps us with preparation, it helps us with instruction. What happened, Carla? What happened? I'm saying it help us with all these various different things at the end of the day. So for me, I'm thankful for when somebody gives me books to read or somebody give me something to learn or to study. And that's why I always say on my previously recorded videos, do your own research and do your own homework. Now, some people know I say that on my videos and some people ignore that. And I know I'm going to say something one day in a video or things I have said in videos. People be like, well, that's not true or that's your opinion. And I always say, okay, based off what I said, and you doing your own homework and research. That's why I call myself Dr. Right, because you will get direct results, not just based off what I said. When you do your own homework and research as well, combining that with what I said, you should be able to get direct results. So I could tell you to read a book, but if you don't fully understand the book I told you to read, of course you're not going to see direct results. So if you don't understand something going into it, that's why I'm saying do your own homework first of all and your own research. For real, call it life lessons. Right, exactly. Right, exactly. So for me, that's how I look at things. Like I said, people want to come into my chat or my platform and attack me. I'm not worried about that. See, my thing is why I don't worry about it because when it's done now, see, they got to be prepared for, when they attack other people. When they get attacked, how they going to deal with it? Are they going to curse them out? Are they going to scream? Oh, welcome, Catrice. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. What's going to happen when they do that now? How they going to embrace it when they get attacked or they get cursed at or they get cursed out, or people treat them a certain way, or people talk down or talk bad about them, and all that's going to do is perpetuate it. It's not going to let it die down. Excuse me. You know why? Excuse me. I apologize about that, guys. You know why? It's not going to die down because now you're feeding that fire I'm talking about. So when somebody come in the platform, on your platform or your channel and say, well, you're stupid or you this or you're that, and you like, well, you can't call me stupid. Get off my channel. Get off my page. I just be like, well, you feel like I'm stupid. All right. Well, look, this is my PO box. Send me some books to the post office. You feel like I'm a bum? Hang on my PO box. Send me some clothes to the post office. That's all I'm gonna do. You feel like I can't change the things that genetically and biologically is there. I can't change my height. I can't change my complexion. Things like that. But the things that I can better, if somebody out there can give me the things to make those things better, give them to me. Or help me out with those things or support me with those things. But the things that I know that from a genetic standpoint and a DNA standpoint, I cannot enhance. I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? I can't enhance my height no more. I'm not gonna grow no more. I can't change my complexion. So I'm good with that. I can't change my eye color. I can't change my ear size, my nose size, my lip size, my teeth design, nothing like that. And I'm not worried about doing that. But if somebody feel like I'm a fake prophet, okay, it's books they can give me to educate me to become more of a realer prophet. If somebody feel like I don't got enough dignity and honor, teach me how to have more dignity and honor. Teach me how to have more self-control. Teach me how to have more self-respect. Don't tell me I don't got it. Help me out. That's what my platform was created for, to help people out with these things instead of criticizing people for not having these things at the end of the day. Because like I said, genetically and DNA, I'm not worried about that. Once you get to that 18 or 20, if you for certain people it's 18, for certain people it's 21. That's it. That your body is where it's gonna be. So even if I work out, I got my body structure, but I wouldn't be working out to get muscles. I'd be working out to stay in shape, but I don't work out to get muscles. Oh, he got muscles. No, I need to stay in shape mentally, physically, and spiritually. So working out, doing some push-ups or doing some sit-ups or drinking black seed oil or putting chlorophyll in my water or drinking water or eating fruit or eating more vegetables, doing things like that. And I'm not saying I don't eat cakes or candies. I'm not saying I don't do that at all, but I'm saying I know if I consume too much of that, what's bound to happen. So at the end of the day, I know if I consume more fruits and vegetables, what it do for not only for my physical body, as far as having me use the bathroom correctly, and then what it do for me spiritually, it'll keep my spirits high. And what it do for me mentally, it'll keep my mind clear at the end of the day. And I need my mind to be clear because it was a point where I used to smoke marijuana or weed every day. And I'm glad that on my own, not because I got arrested or not because somebody said I was a pothead or not because my moms or my kids or people call me out. I decided I needed to stop that. I decided that I didn't need that in my life no more. And I'm glad I decided that on my own. Like, that's another thing. We don't like to be told what to do. I totally adhere to that. But what I don't adhere to is when we get the direction from somebody that we don't want it to come from. We catch an attitude. So why we don't tell ourselves what to do? Why we don't look in the mirror every day and say, you know what, I'm gonna stop doing this. It doesn't matter what somebody else is gonna continuously do. So if you with a woman and you don't like the way she treats you, don't worry about her not treat you that way. Fix yourself first. So therefore, you give that person a mirror to look at. I don't care if you with a man and you like, he do this, he do that. Fix yourself first. Don't worry about fixing or don't worry about trying to fix other people and you. Fix you first. We want to fix other people and us simultaneously. That's not going to work. Fix you, better you. Then maybe that person will say, you know what, damn, they became a better version of themselves. Maybe I need to do that. And if they don't do it, it's peace and power to them. God bless them. And now God will see you fixing you and God will elevate your status in life, mentally, spiritually, and psychologically, and put you in a better environment and a better atmosphere. And it may not come in a month or 2 months or 3. It could come in a year. But stay patient, stay the course, stay tolerant, and keep moving forward. So forget the sidelines. So everybody on the sideline, like, girl, if that was my man, I would have been left. Yo, if that was my woman, I would have been. It ain't your woman, it ain't your man. That ain't your son. And that's another thing I don't believe in. When somebody say, if that was my son, I would do this. If that was my daughter, that ain't your daughter. That ain't your son. Now, if you're going to give me some advice to help me be a better man and a better father, I'm listening. But don't tell me what you would do because this ain't your situation and this ain't your circumstances. And if you was in the circumstances and or if you was in a situation, you may do worse than what I would do at the end of the day. So we got to get out of that. We got to get out of telling somebody, well, if I was in that situation, I would. That we pre-assuming that. And I learned that the hard way, not to pre-assume to tell, well, if that was my girl, if that was my man, if that was my cousin, if that was my brother, it's easy for me to say that. It's easy for me to do that because I ain't in that circumstance, I ain't in that situation. It's easy for me to tell somebody what to do if their house caught on fire and mine didn't. It's easy for me to tell somebody what to do if they had to go to a shelter and I didn't. It's easy for me to tell somebody what to do if they ain't got money to eat. And it's easy for me to do that. It's easy for me to tell somebody, well, I would have brought this with that money. It's easy for me to do that because I ain't in their circumstances in their situation. Easy for me to tell somebody that, but I'm not into that. Like, and I strongly believe that once we get ourselves together and we can motivate ourselves, we don't need other people for the motivation or the confidence no more. Like because I was like that. Like I said before I came and started Final Says to make music, and I went to and through people for their approval of what they thought about my music. At the end of the day, but once I woke up and was like, man, I ain't even worrying about this music on this level no more. Now I'm gonna get my spirit and my soul aligned with God, and I'm gonna make music that God is telling me to make now. Good night, everyone. I hit the like button. All right, you have a good one. I don't know if you have therapy, but I pray all is well with your therapy and much success to you getting there and getting home safely. And I pray that you have the loved ones that you need that's helping you with your therapeutic process. And I pray that everything heals correctly and you keep your spirits high, you stay motivated. And I appreciate your time. I really do. Thank you so much. You have a blessed night. But yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, man, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? No problem. At the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. Like we don't like it's bad enough like we don't uplift other people, but we don't uplift ourselves. Like we look for other people for gratification. We got to get out of that. Like it's a sneaker called New Balance. I've been wearing New Balance, and people used to clown me for wearing New Balance. People would be like, "Oh, those table sneakers, or those this, or those that." I, I've been wearing New Balance just about my whole life. I didn't worry about that. When everybody was coming outside for Easter with Jordans and this and that, I still had on New Balance. I didn't worry about it. And now I've been wearing New Balance for so long. People that know me or that still know me, like, yo, you know what? I respect you. You've been consistent with them MBs forever, man. You was wearing them when people used to make fun of you. I said, no, they wasn't making fun of me. They was making fun of the fact that they thought when they said what they said, it would get under my skin. I'm not worried about that. Like, I'm good. I was wearing the B's because this is what I was comfortable with wearing. That's it. I didn't do it for a fashion statement. I didn't do it to be different. I did it because this is what I was comfortable with doing. And things like that has sparked the brain in my head to say, yo, you gotta do what's comfortable for you. You gotta do what make you happy. You gotta do what work for you. But if you're worrying about other people, you ain't gonna never be happy. If you're worrying about what somebody else is gonna say, you ain't gonna never be happy. And when you get with someone that's happy with you or just as happy as you, ride that out. Like I'm thankful for whoever's in my life that's just as happy as me or happy with me, I'm riding that out. I'm not gonna let, my moms or my kids or my job or a coworker or somebody say, man, forget that. I would do this. Nah, I mean, they just as happy as me and they happy with me. I'm that's enough motivation for me to keep doing what I'm doing. Like I said, it don't matter who it is. It could be my neighbor. It don't matter who it is. It's just the fact that they just as happy as me and they happy with me. I'm thankful for that. That's the bottom line. And I'm gonna put my best foot forward to show them that I'm just as happy with them and I'm just as happy for them. Like at the end of the day. So that's why another thing I do, I thank people for what they willing to do with me and for me because I understand that it's not simple. So for people to share my videos, for people to like my videos, for people to comment, that takes a lot. So that's why I'm so humble and I'm so grateful because it's 1,000 people on the internet. They can like their videos. They could be on their channel. They could be on their platform. So if they're on my platform, they're on my channel, that means that something I'm doing and saying is resonating with them. And I appreciate that. But what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna get complacent and say, all right, people logging in, people, that's cool. No, I'm gonna keep getting more education, keep doing higher learning. And like I said, I'm gonna learn other things. I'm gonna learn how to bring more humor. I'm gonna learn how to bring more honor. I'm gonna learn how to bring more integrity. I'm gonna learn how to bring more dignity because that's important at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's why I show love to, the people that show me love. Before Fishing Time chimed in, I pray that he goes back and watch majority of this live stream before he checked in. I gave him a shout out because he's one of the people that have been helping me. And he been helping me by not only leaving comments, but saying, you'll find him say, hey, buddy, I'm just tapping in, showing you some love and support. That right there was motivation for me to do what I'm doing today, to speak the way I'm speaking today. That's my point. Malik, he's been doing it. Carla, she's been doing it. Frank, I ain't seen my buddy in a while, but I know when Frank chime in. Tribulation Kids, Marriage Vlog, Miss Fontella, it's various different people that motivate me to do what I do. And like I said, I'm thankful because if somebody, whoever's here, whoever been here for 20 minutes, 30, that's taking time from whatever they was doing, reading a book, watching a TV show, laying down, resting, cooking, being there for a kid, being there for a grandkid, being there for a niece, a nephew, a godkid, being there with their wife, being there with their husband. Whatever their situation was, they giving me time. So I'm thankful for that. Like that, because that's not a given. That's not warranted. They don't have to do it. It don't matter what my content is about. It don't matter what I'm talking about at the end of the day. So that's why I prefer to talk to people and not about people. Because at the end of the day, now, okay, let's just say I want to talk about people right now. The people that's tuning in, they may say one day if me and them have a miscommunication, they may feel like I may talk about them. But they may see it as, can they trust me when their back is turned? Will I say something about them? That's why I prefer to talk to people, not about, because I seen the hurt that I caused when I talked about people. And I know how hurt I was when people talked about me. And it wasn't that I was hurt. Excuse me, guys. I apologize. It wasn't that I was hurt because they was talking about me. I was hurt because now, I learned this. I rather people, lie to me than lie on me. Because now when you lie on me, that's my credibility at the end of the day. And that's all that I got is my credibility. So I learned now if I talk to people and not about them, at least at the end of the day, they could know where I stand. And now credibility won't have anything to do with it. Because when you lie on people, that's their credibility. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like lying to me, I could get over that because it's just me and you lying to me. It's like, somebody telling me, yeah, I went to the store and they really didn't go. But now if they lie on me and we go to a store and they do something they shouldn't do, and it's like now they lie on me, I may be held accountable for something they lied on me about when we go to the store, or we're in a public place, or we dealing with somebody else at the end of the day. It involves another person or other people. So if you lie to me, I could get over that. You know what I'm saying? But lying on me, that could cause a whole nother window. And people start to do that sometimes because they're comfortable with talking about people. So now they're comfortable with lying on people. Like lying to somebody and lying on them is two different things. So lying on somebody is a whole nother detrimental situation. So at the end of the day, that's why I'm not comfortable with that, about talking about people. That's why I'm more comfortable with talking to people because I don't want that to happen. Like I'm strongly against that at the end of the day. And again, we all going through things. We all got situations. We all got circumstances. So I don't want to rub nobody's shoulders the wrong way with that, And again, some people don't care about it. It don't matter to some people, But to me, it do matter because everybody has a life for a reason. At the end of the day, and for those that don't have a life, we gotta respect them because they had a life at one point. It don't matter if they lived to be a year or 100 years. They had a life at one point. So I'm just a firm believer in that too. At the end of the day, all we got is our credibility. So if somebody, like I said, somebody lied to me, no problem. But lying on me, that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole nother can of worms that I believe that nobody should be willing to do as easy. But when you could talk about people, you're comfortable with lying on people now because it's too comfortable to talk about somebody. I feel uncomfortable doing that because I know that the pain that it caused people and my family, people that I knew, or other people that knew somebody that I knew, like I seen the hurt and the pain that it caused. That turns into animosity, that turns into hatred, it turns into envy, it turns into jealousy because now it's like when that person leave, like that used to happen with family. My bad, my brother. Nah, get your rest, my brother. It's nothing, man. Like, don't even worry about it, man. Do what you got to do. Thanks for tuning in to live stream. Thanks for your support, man. And I appreciate everything you have done, you do, and you've been willing to do, man. I really appreciate it, man. But nah, get your rest. We all need X amount of rest. It helps us out psychologically. It helps us out mentally. It helps us out spiritually. It definitely helps us out physically. So, get your rest, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by the live stream, man. And when you get a chance, want to go back on it. You'll see I gave you your flowers kind of in the beginning of the video, man, before you was nice enough to tap in and chime in. You know what I mean? And I'm approaching the 2 hour mark anyway, and it's getting late Eastern Standard Time. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna shut it down in a few. Before I do though, I want to thank everybody. Definitely, my moderator, Carla, she was the only one. She held it down in the chat. I appreciate you for holding it down in the chat as you always do. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for sharing any videos, any music, anything. If you have got any subscribers that I don't know about or subscribers that may be on the way, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thanks for speaking positive in reference to me and my platform, and thanks for everything that you do, Carla. Down the road, you definitely will be rewarded for what you're willing to do and for what you have done in various different ways. Another thing that I'm gonna work on, Carla, when my platform get bigger, I want to start helping people promote their businesses, entrepreneurs, like promoting people products. So I'm gonna set up a PO box where people can send me things, clothes, whatever they have, to as far as their business is concerned, to help them promote what they have, and I'm gonna need you and Frank to help me do that, to get people businesses out there. If they have business cards, whatever they have, clothes, food, products, whatever it may be. I want to help people, get their businesses out there, their business names or whatever it is. I just want to help people do that, and also, when the platform grow a little bit more, I want to start saying prayers before the chat get real flooded and cluttered, and before I shut it down, I'm going to start saying prayers for everybody and their families and their loved ones. And another thing, I also want to do too, outside promote people businesses and saying prayers, I'm gonna work on getting the StreamYard together, and I'm allow you and Frank to start taking questions from people in the chat. So I'm allowing you and Frank to like get a list of what y'all feel like the relevant questions may be. So we don't have to answer a bunch of questions, but so we can start answering certain questions. So you and Frank could get some questions together. Then you and Frank could bring those questions to me, and then we could work it out, and then I could start answering certain questions. What motivate me, what made me start Final Say TV, what motivated me to do my music, etc., etc. Some of the books I read, some of the studying I do, and things like that. So I just wanted to put that out there, Carla, and let it be known. Like down the road, some of the things that I'm gonna be doing. Like I said, promoting people businesses, saying the prayers, and you and Frank can start getting questions. And it's a few other people they haven't checked in yet, but when they do, I'm gonna give a few other people some riches so they could be moderators as well. So the times that you're busy or Frank is busy, I can always have a moderator here to regulate the chat. And another thing I really need you to do, this is not a one call, I need you to do, I need you to, when I do give other people riches, I need you to kind of let them know, like how to regulate the chat. you know, um, nah, it's cool. It's all right. But I need you to kind of let them know how to regulate the chat and, how to, coexist with people in the chat and some of the things that I've been doing because you've been around for the lives. I need you to kind of let people know, what to do and what to look forward to and how to interact with people in the chat and also, how to interact with me. Even though they're going to be moderators, I'm still, that's not a one. I need you to do that, definitely for the women. And I'm going to try to get Frank to do it for the gentlemen. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I want to make you and Frank my main two moderators. Like I said, I'm gonna have other moderators, but until people get the arithmetic together, that's something I'm gonna need from you. Like I said, that's down the road when more people get riches. I appreciate the way you embrace people that come in. You speak to them, you wish them good night, you tell them hit the like button, things like that. So you already kind of got an understanding of what to do, how to do it. But down the road, and definitely as things grow, when I, be able to start my membership and things like that, I'm gonna, give out other information. And like I said, we're gonna be able to build and grow a bigger, better, stronger community. So, I want to thank you for that. But I wanted to put that out there, while I still have your attention. And like I said, I know it's getting late, so I'm gonna let you and everybody else rest. But I'm thankful for that. This has been another episode of Final Say. I'm your host, the Enlightened One, highly gifted Dr. Wright, meaning I display righteousness and direct results. And I want to thank everybody who chimed in and tuned in. I appreciate everybody. Thanks to my moderator, Carla. She held it down by herself today. I appreciate it. And again, it's been another live episode of Final Say. I'm your host, the Enlightened One, highly gifted Dr. Wright, the Enlightened One, direct results, and I display righteousness. And if you haven't seen it and you watch the playback, I hope you enjoy it. And if you can, try to watch it all the way through because I believe it's education and information throughout the live streams. And I try to do that. And I also try to display humor. You know what I mean? So, and I'm working on getting better. And that's thanks to my moderators and you guys out there. So I appreciate everybody's time. And I will be going live. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow kind of early. Then I'm going to try to do it tomorrow night. So again, it's been another episode, Final Say, a live episode. And again, if you haven't checked for my album, it's called Greatness on Display. So you go out there and you listen to the songs. I'm gonna drop 2 songs a week, to give everybody a feel for my music. I don't want to bombard nobody with the music, but I want everybody to get to enjoy my music. So I'm only going to put 2 songs out per week, so everybody could really, get a feel for it. Definitely on Fridays and Thursdays and Saturdays and Sundays. I'm gonna try to put a song out this Monday and next Wednesday. So at the end of the day, 2 songs a week, maybe for the next, I'm gonna say 2 months, so people can get a feel for what I'm doing and get a grasp of what's going on. So I want to thank everybody, and I really appreciate everybody's time. And this has been 2 years of Final Say TV. It's been a beautiful experience, and I'm looking for 2,000 more years of doing this, and to be on God's blessed planet, and again, and on the universe. So thank everybody for tuning in. This is Final Say. I'm your host, the Enlightened One, highly gifted Dr. Wright. Peace, world.